Hello and welcome back to Survival Trucking on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Right, so we have our beautiful MAN truck here, our MAN F2000, and it last brought us to Berlin. Our next journey, well, is a mystery till right now. Let's find out. So in Berlin, we have a few different jobs lined up. A few going to Germany, a few going abroad from Germany. This first one looks pretty good. It would be taking, right, this tanker down to Gdańsk in Poland, so that's not too far away. Got this forklift going to Czech Republic. I do think I'd like to go up towards Poland and potentially up even farther north afterwards, so we shall see. Although this is a better price per kilometre, so we will take that at just over £11,000. And yes, I finally have changed the currency to pounds. I kept saying euros because we're in Europe, but no matter. Right, let's get it cracking on. Right, here we are in our truck, in our lorry. Right, so we've got nothing attached, and right, well, we do have the brake attached, so we should probably take that off. Right, now we're good to go. Alright, so that is not the way out. There we are. Alright. So we will head to our destination first to pick up our trailer. Seems I have to go right first. No matter. Right, so yes, with the main goal for survival trucking is essentially to build our way up to be able to afford, well, the first step was to afford our very own lorry, and we've done that. We've done that already. We're very lucky based on this beautiful truck that we have. However, the next one would obviously be to purchase a new garage as well. I'm going to be very cheeky. Just turn around like that. There we are. Alright, now we're on the right path. Just get into this lane. Right, so of course the main goal is to eventually own our very own second garage, preferably somewhere in the UK. I did want to start off in a more central Europe sort of area, although I suppose Luxembourg is a bit more West Europe, isn't it? Either way, we are making our way to further East Europe as of right now, heading towards Poland very soon, and once we're there, we'll try and get a job we'll try and get a longer job as well from Poland, because there are many opportunities for us to go north, for us to go, well, literally any direction that we would like. But yes, we will see where we go. Maybe we'll get a nice long job all the way from Gdańsk to, who knows, might even make our way all the way to Iceland, and that would be a very nice job. That would help us to get to our goal of owning a second garage. Right, but for now, we have to traverse through Berlin to our first stop, which is the pickup location for our trailer. Absolutely stunning architecture over here, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Right, head towards Ausfahrt. Take a left here. Hopefully no one's approaching. Very nice. Right, also in previous episodes of Survival Trucking, or since those previous episodes, I have removed any sort of extra buttons or levers or things that I once had. If you do remember a previous episode where I was talking about using sequential gearing. I did have a joystick enabled, and and I did actually end up getting rid of it. It was not, I suppose it wasn't very necessary, so to say. Oh, what? I've just entered the 30 zone. Right, that is my fault. Talking and driving. Might as well be texting. Right. Yes, I completely forgot what I was talking about. Right, let's go pick up what we're trying to pick up. Right, sequential gearing. Now, I've decided that I'm going to keep it automatic, because I wanted to use as many of the buttons as possible on my steering wheel versus having extra unnecessary devices. In this case, it was a joystick meant more so for flight simulator, but it was working very well for sequential gearing. But I have decided, to remove it from my area, keeping the PC area nice and tidy. And I do really just prefer using the mouse for these sort of things as well, looking around and things like that. Right, so let's take this job. No delay. Because I also have these cameras set up, so I can do a bit of, eye shifting, if you will. Moving around, looking at what I need to look at. But for the most part, I don't mind using the mouse. Maybe in the future I'll build another button box, my very own button box again. But yeah, in the future, this works just fine for now. So, we'll attach, get it coupled on, and should be good to go. Let's have a nice look at that load. Ah, perfect. Yeah. It's a very nice truck as well. Who knows, I might even do some changing around with it in the future to get some different colours on. Who knows. Right, and we're off. Oh, might as well get a fancy screenshot in. A few photos, right? As you do. Right, let's carry on. Got my early morning coffee with our 6 AM, well, half 6 AM delivery. Ooh. All the way to Poland. And we're officially en route. Ah, very exciting. So one of the issues that I see in the future as far as owning a garage in the UK is that I'm not entirely certain that this truck can be configured to a right-hand drive. I'm certain that you could pay enough to get it configured around, but I reckon for our new garage, I say new garage as if we're buying it today, but in the future when we do own a UK garage, wherever it may be, I reckon we'll have to purchase a new lorry as well, because with this truck I would like to leave it in... Oh, sorry mate, cut you off there a bit. I would like to leave it actually in Luxembourg when we do transfer over eventually to the UK. But again, this is in time. What was that speeding fine? What's going on there? Some child jumping on a trampoline. It was £100, I reckon. So it wasn't too bad, but could have been a lot worse. I've been very careful in this series to not speed, and usually when I am playing Euro Truck, whatever, if it's on my own or if it's for a series like this, I tend to avoid the speeding anyways. I like to play as realistically as I can. In this instance, I was a bit over the speed limit, unfortunately. Right, so we should be exiting onto this road, this main... Very nice. Alright, now we're on the way. So it should switch from 50 to 80. There we are. Thank you for letting me in, mate. I give the little hazard warning, let you know that I'm grateful for you letting me in. What an extraordinary compliment. I'm going to flash my lights at you so that you know I'm grateful for you. Yes, very nice. Very civilized. Right, we need to stay in, I believe, this lane. Because we will be merging right onto... Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Definitely missed that entirety. Well, just about missed the turn. But misread the GPS, that's for certain. Right, we should be making our way no problem from here on out. We'll be very aware of the GPS and our location on it. Right. Okay. Once we start seeing... I was going to say, once we start seeing Polish names on the signs, then we should be alright. But I believe I'm already seeing them. Like Szczecin's up ahead. Oh, very exciting. Is very exciting thing about driving through Europe is that you're in a new country in a matter of minutes, really. Okay, paying attention, paying attention. Right. Unless you unless you take a wrong turn, then you may not end up in the country that you're looking to get into. What a beautiful morning though, beautiful journey to be driving in, really. No rain, although I do like the rain. I do enjoy the rain. Where's this guy coming from? Turkey, I reckon. Okay. Would like to get in that lane eventually. So as I've said, I'm not a fan of speeding, especially if I don't need to, but if it is a matter of trying to pass this fella, then I might do. Well, this is quite a heavy load. I didn't check. Oh, I've got a whole load of traffic behind. As long as it's not copper, I should be fine. This is risky. Let's try and have a cheeky look out the back window. No, it's not copper. Let's just get ahead of this fella. We're turning this into real survival trucking. Could you imagine I just start smashing into trucks all the way down? It's real survival trucking. Who can last the longest on the road? Only joking. Trying to make a fair wage, driving our lorries across Europe. No battle necessary. Right, okay, let's try not to speed too much. But let's make some nice time as well. Yes, we are well on our way. Actually, I may have missed if we crossed over already into Poland. If not, we're very near to it. Love the massive wind turbines as well. Just amazing how much natural energy can be produced by those massive, massive machines. Could you also imagine having to climb all the way up to have to repair them? Right, so Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, that seems very German, so I'd say we're still in Germany, but very near to Poland at this point. That's a very improperly placed sign behind a thicket of bushes and trees. Right, there's the Polish flag, see it in the distance. Should also have a check at when we next need to have a rest. Ah, welcome to Poland. So we must rest in about 4 hours time, gonna get sleepy. And then, well actually our destination is not much farther than that. So I reckon we'll rest. And by the time we rest, it'll probably bring us to the evening. And yeah, then that'll be a perfect opportunity for us to finish our delivery about an hour after we arise from our... Oh, look at that. Got the temperature on the roads and that. Yes, then we'll rest, and then we'll make our way to our destination. So Gdańsk on the sign, which means we are getting close. I would very much like to give that a proper try. I suppose that would be a bit more of a challenge, wouldn't it, if I was to use road signs and whatnot. The only problem with that is that I could see myself doing that, but if I am recording a video while doing it, especially if I'm recording like I am now, where I'm, kind of half chatting away as we drive, I reckon I'd miss a lot of signs. I reckon I would miss loads of the signs that are present for us, because I would chat. I'm missing the GPS. There's literally a picture telling me which direction to go, and I've missed it because I've been chatting away. So I'll have a look at our fuel. We're doing all right for fuel. That's good. We can zoom that out a bit. There we go. Gdańsk. Straight ahead. Got some very nice countryside. Here you got all the straw bales all mounted up. You've got some cows in the field as well. Poland has those very common, very long, narrow fields for their farms as well. Makes for an interesting approach to farming. Right, so as we can see, we do need to turn off here, and I didn't miss this one this time. I'll slow it down a bit so we can actually not flip over the whole setup. See if we can keep some momentum. No, unfortunately not. Oh wow, thank you so much. Very nice of them to wait for me to get through, unless they were trying to turn. Nope, they waited for me. That's very kind. Very kind. Thank you, Blue Audi. Appreciate you. Oh, sorry. The Volkswagen. Right. Perfect time for a drive-through. Got the crops in looking beautiful. Straight on to Gdańsk. Right, now let's make sure not to... I don't know how strict Poland is about their speeding fines, but I reckon... Is this a copper? Maybe. Maybe we should be careful. Don't want to get done for a wild pricey ticket. For a laugh, maybe for a laugh. Ooh. Have they given me a ticket for running through that light? Well, I might as well proceed. That's unfortunate. It's very near that I don't reckon there was any signs before this saying, hey, construction up ahead, slow down. You have to stop in impromptu stop coming. Well, we've made it to no regard at least. Right, see, that sign had no English words, no words I could understand. But from context, I got that the road had ended. And lucky I saw that sign. Right. So, garage for sale down that road. So what is that? I've got 2 fines already. Both very unfortunate circumstances. Both my fault, absolutely. I'm denying no blame. Just unfortunate. Luckily it's only for a couple £100. I think it was maybe £300 total, but still, that's £300 we didn't need to lose. Either way, we are on our way to Gdańsk. Looks like farmer's doing some ploughing in the field there with his what looks like a Deutz-Fahr. Looks like the Deutz-Fahr my Frühling series for Farming Simulator. Right. We are not speeding. But we will do a very small percentage above the speed limit just to test the Polish fuzz, just to see what we can get away with here in Poland. Which I know is very cheeky, but for future reference, if we are on a job that, say, we really have to, you know, really have to boogie and get going, and you know, we don't want to be late for, but for some reason we are late for, then at least we know our limits. Copper, nothing. Wonderful. Oh wow, and the speed limit had decreased in that zone as well, and it's still decreased at 60. I reckon I should slow down as well, just in case. I feel like I got quite lucky there, passing that police car at 10 over the speed limit. Very busy farming community here. Well, at least we are now closer than ever to our destination. Very popular tractor brand here, it seems. Oh, big yawns, mate, eh? We could stop here. I'd like to keep going if possible. Now we can slow down a little bit through this little village or town of Kozalin. Kozalin? Blimey, I did not expect that train to go by that fast. Right, let's have a cheeky look at... Right, so we should probably consider resting very soon. In about an hour or so. Right, so yes, we will definitely rest very soon, and then that would mean that our destination is even closer. Right, so I will actually have a very quick look at our map while we're stopped at this light. So our best bet for a rest is actually going to be here in Kozalan. So, probably where we had passed, but I see a shop up ahead. So might do, it's a bit faffing about to get there, but actually, what about this one? That's also a bit of faffing, but yeah, I reckon this one's fine. Maybe we can stop in at the shop and get a small servicing done. Right, luckily the traffic lights don't take too long, don't take ages. And for the, well, of the 3 that I've had to stop at, one of them I accidentally ran through already, so even less time wasted at the lights. Hop onto the roundabout and exit just as quickly as we did. So we'll take the 6 to Gdańsk here, but not quite yet. We have to make our way around another traffic area roundabout here. Right. So we should have a... Actually, I believe we should be in the left-hand. According to the map that I was looking at before, should actually have to be turning... We do. So I will sneak into the left-hand lane now, just to be prepared. Like to be a bit more prepared as I can be. Including when the light changes. There we are. Kinda peckish. Wonder if I should stop in. I'm already well past. We'll see. Maybe they'll have something at this rest point for us to have a bite. Right, and... Okay. Do I have a turning arrow or something? Very kind. Thank you so much. This very narrow roundabout. Blimey, you can see that sign for ages, the golden arches. You can see them for days and days. It's like a beacon of light, a beacon of hope. The golden arches, get your McBurger. Not today, unfortunately. I see it's a dealership. Right, well, we will take advantage of their rest services, but I will actually see about some servicing of the vehicle while we're resting. Very little, just the wheels. It's funny, to repair the vehicle actually is less than our fines were. Right, so this area here is where we will rest. We might be taking up some of their space, but they said it's alright, so we will just park like this. And yeah. We'll see you after our rest. Wonderful. And it's still light out. That's also very nice. Right. So, we should have an alright time getting out of here. Alright, and we're on the road again, just about. Right, thank you very much, Daff Dealer. What a lovely area. Right, we're on the road again officially now. It is always very exciting to try and, well, not necessarily estimate, but to, I guess, yeah, guess what the next destination is going to be. Right, I had no idea that I'd be making my way to Poland from Germany. Again, not complaining, I was excited to venture farther out, but I am excited to see what the next destination may be. Gdańsk is straight ahead. I've got my coffee after my little kip. Headlight usage offence. My headlights are off, middle of the day, and I got a fine for it. See, that's a bit cheeky. They won't do me for speeding, but if you have your headlights off during the day, blimey. I guess it is a European thing, innit? Just keep the bloody lights on all the time. At this rate, can't afford any more fines and tickets. I'll be out of a job. Oh, maybe we could stop in and watch some football. Alright, pay attention now. Gdańsk is straight ahead. We'll take this roundabout. Make our way right. So we should arrive 189. Right, we should arrive before dark, I reckon. But we shall see. We shall see. Depends, I guess, on the speed limits to get us where we're going. And if it's hill all the way, then we might struggle. We have a very powerful little truck, though. Very powerful. Oh, this is a lovely treed area, a tree-lined area. Alright. Busy road this is. I guess if it's connecting major cities, and it would have to be. I can't believe I got done for light usage. Right. Reckon we're very close now. Maybe about an hour out or so. Could have a cheeky check. Right. So, closer to 2.5 hours actually, but that's alright. Let's get in this lane and carry on with it. At least we'll have a beautiful sunset in, well, it'll be behind us I reckon, but it'll still be there. for us to enjoy. See the beautiful colours on the back of this lorry's trailer. There it is, wonderful. Ooh, don't swerve too much. Must stay on course. Right, so yes, we'll get this destination arrived at. We'll arrive at the destination, rather. And then from there, yeah, we'll just make on to our next journey. I reckon the next one... It's a very nice combine. I reckon the... looks like a... Whoa, looks like a class. Oh, my goodness. We've almost just died. We need to be very careful. Sorry, yellow car. It's always the yellow cars, isn't it? Anyways. Right, so, as I was saying, before we just about died, is that, we... Ooh, sorry mate, I did not see that ending so abruptly. We will arrive at our destination, and then once we do, I would like to find a... Well, I'd like to find a longer one, to be honest with you. One that takes us quite far away from Central Europe. As I've said, Iceland would be a very interesting experience, really. Because that could end up being a 2-hour journey. Like, a real time, plus maybe more than that, depending on where you're driving from. Gdańsk is just up ahead. It's probably another hour and a bit away, but still up ahead. Look at that sunset coming in. Oh, it's just fantastic. Oh, yeah. That's wonderful. Oh, I'm going to have a collision. Another collision. Hopefully I haven't taken away too much of the realism of this series. It's more about just how it performs, the lorry and the deliveries and everything. So it's good crack at least. Right, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. We get that nice photo in the distance there. Ah, yes. Now, if we are swift, we can get a very nice photo. Oh, look at that. It's gorgeous. Very happy about that. Potential thumbnail as well. Since there are no breaks, essentially, like no... This series, I do enjoy the series because it's very consistent in the sense of there is no jump cuts, there is no... you know, time lapses, just because they're not necessary, that's all. Right? If I was, for example, to do a very long journey, say a 2-hour journey from wherever to wherever, I reckon it wouldn't necessarily be a fully commentated journey. But again, it's a very difficult thing to call, because this particular journey and the ones previous even have been a relatively alright timeline, right? The last journey we did to Berlin was quite short. Actually, that was like about 18 minutes, I believe the entire recording was. So, yeah, I guess we would just have to kind of see how it goes at the time. You know, to be completely honest with you, there's only so much commentary that you can do on a 2-hour journey. However, and maybe that could be an opportunity for a time-lapse, who knows. But as it stands, we are not there yet. We are just on our way to Gdańsk, as we do have to do one destination at a time. Right, so I think I might just cheekily hop run. Oh. And of course we're going to be slowing down, and I'll probably need to be in the right hand lane just because... Oh, look at those golden arches again. Had a snack, but still feeling peckish. I don't reckon the McDrive-through would be very forgiving for me to go in there. No matter. We are running out of fuel. Ah, yes, the fuel light has come on. Right, so we'll probably make it to our destination, but then after that, we may need to get some fuel. Unless we happen to pass a fuel station on the way. But I think we're very close. Yeah, it looks like Gdańsk is our next exit, so must be getting close. Well, we can refuel in the city as well. Yes, we are very close to our destination indeed. Luckily for us, yes, there were a couple of traffic incidences, if you will. Not having headlights on, speed in, number of other potential issues. But we haven't had a collision. Touch wood. We had a near collision, but no collisions, so that's very good. Because that is when you have to end up paying a lot in fees and fines. So, yeah, unfortunately. And you can lose potential income from the actual delivery itself. If you're damaging their trailer or their contents, you know, you could lose money from the actual contract itself. However, in this case, with our own truck, our own lorry, we don't have to worry about, well, we have to worry about repairing our own vehicle, obviously, but other than that, we don't have to worry about getting in trouble about it, at least. Well, maybe with the authorities. But. Right, welcome to Gdańsk. We have made it, and we are at 50 in the city, so as not to incur further fines. And yes, we will need fuel, but that'll happen after we complete our delivery. We have arrived at our destination. And here we are. Wonderful. Right, where do you need it? Oof. Right, I will admit, this will be a bit tricky to pull in there. Ooh, I was going to pull forward through that space, but there is no space there. Right, let's figure this out. Maybe we'll have lots of room to turn around in here. Not loads of room, but ample room. Loads and loads of room. Don't think I should be hitting anything. I did turn a bit tight on that, but no matter, I can easily fix it up. There we go. Go fixed up and looking sharp. And there you are. Right, so we will decouple. Let's see what rewards we get. Excellent. Thank you so much. It's quite the journey. We had a bit of a rest in the way. Are we going to make it? Oh, we have made it. Level 5. We're an enthusiast. That's wonderful. Ooh, what shall we do? Let's do long distance. Maybe that'll help us increase our chances of a longer distance journey. I want to have a very quick look at the map. I am a bit concerned about fuel because it doesn't look like anywhere in here is going to provide us with fuel. Gdańsk does not have a single fuel station. You having a laugh? Well, we may just have to see what happens. May have to call a service. We shall see. However, that does end today's journey. We did make a very nice journey today from Berlin to Gdańsk, and we shall see. Right, where did we start? Berlin, and made our way all the way to Gdańsk. So we'll see if we can make it anywhere else from there with the fuel that we have. Hopefully we can do. Right, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care, and bye for now.